Hi guys, so I just wanted to talk to you today about average and about being average. Now, a lot of us, me included, have often, if somebody asks us a question, how much money do we want to make, what sort of house do we want to live in, sort of life we'd want to lead, we often reply with, well, just the average amount will do. Just, I'd be happy to earn the average salary, I'd be happy to live in the average house, I'd be happy to, work the average hours of a week or whatever it is. And that's sort of what society tells us that we should be striving for, that we should all be sort of trying to be the average and trying to be the same. But that's probably one of the most destructive sort of thought patterns you could have in trying to be average, because really, what is average? Average is just on the middle. It's not, you're not overachieving, you're not underachieving. But are you going to really live the life you want by just striving to just be the same as everybody else? I don't know about you, but, I don't want to have the same stress as everybody else. I don't want to sort of have the same complaints as everybody else. I want to live my life and live the life that I want to design. And by having this average mentality, you're never going to be able to achieve the things you want to achieve. Because if you think about it, if you were just focused on being average and just getting to, this average level and you'll be happy with that, the actions that you're going to take to get there are going to be average as well. And if you take average action with anything in life, you're never going to get the results that you really want. So say if you want to lose a load of weight, or you want to get fitter, or you want to, start your own business or whatever it is, if you take average action, do you really think that it's going to be easy to get to where you want to be? Do you think you'll get there quickly? Do you think you'll get there successfully? The answer is probably no. And, by continuing to have that average mentality, you're holding yourself back. Why not? Why can't you have everything you've ever wanted in life? Why do we have to sort of just go for the average, just go for what everybody else has? Why can't we dream big and not feel guilty about dreaming big? Why can't we say, do you know what, I want that, and I'm going to put in the effort needed to get there. I'm not going to put in the average effort. I'm not going to dream the average dream. I'm going to go for the things that I want in life and not what society dictates. And I think the danger with average is that we don't see anything wrong with wanting to be average, because it's what the media tells us we should be striving for. It's what our family and friends often think we should be striving for. And therefore we get stuck in that rut of thinking that's the way life's supposed to be, and that's the way we should all be behaving. That's the way we should all be, shaping our actions around that whole average sort of lifestyle. When actually, if you think about it, if you're miserable and you're bored of life, you're unhappy, you're unfit, or whatever it is, are you going to be any happier by striving to be average? The answer is probably no, because let's face it, the average life isn't that exciting. That's why a lot of us are looking for something more, that, want something more of life, is because average just isn't enough for us. But we're all led to believe that it should be. So we sort of bottle that feeling down, and we sort of try and, ignore it, try and pretend it's not there. And that's just making us all miserable. So just, get rid of that whole idea of average and just think, if you could have anything, not average, anything in the world, what would it be? And why not start taking those actions to get there? Don't just take the average steps of what your neighbour does. So, don't just think, well, 9 to 5 is what I should be doing, that's what everybody else is doing. Working any more than that, you're a workaholic, that's not normal, that's not average. Well, to get to the successes that you want, you might have to work a bit more. You might have to put more hours in. Same with exercise and same with fitness and food. You'll often find that if you try and change your diet, people go, oh, don't be obsessed, you've got lives for living. Well, yes, it is, but to get to where you want to be, you have to not do what everybody else is doing. So just because everybody looks at you to say, well, that's not normal, don't be doing that, that's not what you should be doing. That's exactly the reason why you should be doing it, because not everybody else is doing it. And that's why, not everybody's, successful, because people aren't willing to put the effort in and act willing to go above and beyond what's average, above and beyond what everybody else is doing, to ignore those people that try and pull you back down to the average, and just keep going and keep ploughing forward and keep putting those actions in and keep going for what you want and not just the average dream. So I really want you to sort of focus around and think about, if I could have anything in my life, or my life could be anything I want it to be, you know, I could be fit, I could be healthy, I could work for myself, I could have more freedom, I could be financially fit, whatever it is, really stretch the boat out and really go for it. If you were to dream up any life, what would it be? And start thinking about that instead of thinking about, well, I just want the average salary, I just want the average house. Start thinking about what that true dream could be, and then you'll be surprised at how much your actions will then grow to match that. You know, you've got to dream big, think big, and act big to get the life that you want.